Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Emily, and this is the start of another writing vlog because I have beta reader feedback for Project Fae. Project Fae is my standalone fairy tale novel set to come out in a couple of months with a Kickstarter before that. It is heading to my line editor in June. Today is Tuesday, May the 10th. I have finally started getting beta reader feedback back to me, and I need to start doing line editing on top of that, so it is all ready to head off to my editor on June 1st. Today I am actually finishing up some edits on In Dying Starlight. Tomorrow, which is Wednesday or maybe Thursday at the latest, I will start writing out a list of all the larger changes I need for Project Fae. I am quite thrilled so far. First of all, my writer intuition seems to be fairly correct, and the only major complaint anybody has had has been about a very specific part at the end, which I sort of figured was going to be a tricky little annoying section. Yay for my writer instinct. And there has really only been complaints about that one section, which means no big plot holes anybody has found, no huge problems. Even the part that was confusing, they sort of understood why it was confusing, but I think I need to make it a bit clearer. I can't even tell you how satisfying it is to know all of that editing work and developmental editing and stuff that I did on this book has paid off. I was so scared that this plot was not gonna work for people and that they weren't going to like it because it's so niche. My beta readers like it. I had one of my readers say she doesn't usually get attached to like the emotional part of plots and characters, but she actually really was invested in the emotional part of my book, and I was like, yes! That was the goal. That is the goal with this book. This book is like 95% an emotion-based storyline, and I got her to love it. So yeah, I have basically the thing at the end to fix a few other small things throughout, and most of this vlog is going to be line editing, which, is it the bane of my existence? Yes. But is that going to be fine because I love this book? Yes. I'm gonna remind myself that I said that in like a week or two from now when I'm just dead in the middle of line editing. Okay, it is Saturday, May 14th already. My goodness. I've been super busy the last couple of days with both In Dying Starlight and with Project Fae's marketing setup and Kickstarter stuff, and so I haven't been as on top of the editing as I would have liked. Yesterday was the first day I really started editing Project Fae. I am using the read back or read aloud feature that Scrivener has to have the computer read it to me so I can catch typos, and I can't believe the amount of typos I have caught after all my editing passes and after my mom read it and after I have had several beta readers read it. But they weren't looking for typos. The amount of typos I have still gotten, and like a word that repeated itself here and there. I'm like, what? Where has my brain been? I don't know. These small changes from my beta readers are going to be sprinkled in throughout. They're not massive changes by any means. So I think this editing pass will go fairly quickly. I would like to do 15 chapters of editing this week and then 15 next week. So then the final week in May, I can do an editing pass that I saw Katie Wismer do. She's a fellow author too, she's great. She's also a freelance editor. When she edits her own books as a final pass, she reads through it from the last chapter to the first chapter. I thought that was brilliant. So I'm trying to edit 15 chapters this week, 15 next week, and then the final week, just have the computer, read it back to me, last chapter to first chapter. I don't know if I'll do the 15 chapters this week because I just started on the editing Friday, yesterday. I originally started having the computer read it to me because I have read this book so many times. I'm just getting to a point where I can't even look at it clearly. I kept opening up the document, looking at the first sentence of chapter 1, and my eyes are just like zoning out immediately. I'm like, I have all these words I need to line edit, and it was just, I couldn't get my brain to do it. The computer reading it to me makes my brain go, oh, this is fine. I think we look how we feel today, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I feel like this is going to be a very non-dramatic vlog. This is nearly the final pass for Project Fae. Nearly the final pass. And I'm just catching typos at this point. I'm having the computer read it to me and I'm catching typos. There's comparatively little to say compared to some of the other editing drama we have had with this book. Today is Wednesday, May 18th. I want to finish with this read-through by Sunday. So I've been doing Well, I haven't been doing. The goal is to read through 5 chapters a day, and I got that yesterday. I also got very nostalgic for my characters yesterday. I don't know what that says about me. It is coming up on the 2-year anniversary of writing this book, and I'm giving it one of the final read-throughs. I'm an emotional person by nature, so you know. I did have a momentary crisis because so far I have had 3 beta readers read through the entire thing and give me feedback on the entire thing. And one of my beta readers who had read it before anybody else, she was sort of confused about a thing in the end, so I added in a couple of sentences about it at the end before I handed it off to other beta readers. And of the 2 who got that slightly revised version, one was like, the ending is kind of weird and I was kind of thrown by the twist, and the other guy was like, it's perfect. Obviously, I had a momentary crisis because it threw one person off, and I also then realized that it was the twist. It was supposed to throw people off. Don't panic so much. But I did go back and read the 3rd to last chapter to myself. I think it is explained well, but I'm sort of going to just see how I feel about it when I get to that part on the reread. You have to figure out where you want to be between being subtle and being too hand-holdy with the explanation. And you want to be here. Hopefully I'm here. It's all going well, you know? I don't know how I feel when I'm going to finally just hand this book over to my line editor. I don't know if I'll feel any differently because I've been accustomed to having this book finished for a while. We'll see. Later in this vlog, we'll see. Okay, we're back. I'm in the middle of a filming session, if you can't tell by the fact that I'm actually wearing jewelry. But oh, it's been a while since I updated you guys because there has been technology drama going on. Today is Wednesday, May 25th. Yesterday, I finished doing the line edits on Project Fae. Like, the final line edits. I don't know how I'm supposed to feel right now. I know I did mention I was going to do a line edit from, like, the end to the beginning, reverse way through the book, but I think I'm going to do that after I've sent it to the line editor, because at this point, I think the typos and funky sentences are fixed. They're fixed as much as my brain can see them. I'm sending the book to my editor, in 1 week, on June 1st. Between now and then, I'm probably gonna get it done within the next day or 2, but between now and then, I have a list of, like, filler words and passive voice stuff I need to look for, filler words, that I'm gonna go through the entire manuscript and, you know, do find and fix a ton of sentences because I know I use that and through too much. Those are 2 of my biggest pet peeve filler words. I also need to go through and look for stuff like watch, think, feel, look, because chances are, if you have a sentence that's like, the main character looks at the tree where there were flowers, you could just say the tree had flowers. You know, you don't want to do too much of those types of filler stuff. I'm basically filming right now because I don't want to do that. I don't want to work on the filler words. I don't. It's so tedious and it's annoying. I was very sure I wasn't going to be depressed about finishing this book because I've already written it and rewritten it and done developmental edits 8 million times and done line edits, but I feel very odd today because I'm done. You know, I mean, filler words, I'm done doing any sort of deep dive on the book. In July, it will have been the 2-year anniversary of starting the rough draft. So I'm sure at this time 2 years ago I was, you know, sort of plotting this book a little bit in my head. I know this was a story that I didn't think about for a very long time before I started writing it, which is probably one of the reasons why it's been a struggle to revise. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm just in a mood or if it has something to do with the book. I feel like it's a little bit too much of a coincidence. It's probably to do with the book. The only big thing for me sort of came down to when I was rereading the book for the first time in a while, figuring out if some of the explanations at the end hit the way they were supposed to, and I was worried they wouldn't, and I was thinking, oh, I might have to change something, and if I change something, that's going to be a big fix, but once I got to that part in the end, it hit correctly for me, and I think the choices I have made are the best choices for the plot. This is great. I'm in a mood right now. I sound sad, but these are actually good things I'm listing off right now. The fact that all 3 beta readers, like the first girl had one confusing thing, and then after that the other 2 didn't really mention it being confusing. And other than that, there was just some little fixes, especially the emotional beats of the story hit correctly. It's just fantastic. It really is, because the emotional beats are the entire story. If the emotional beats did not hit correctly, this it would have ruined the entire story. Everyone I've gotten feedback from, they say on a sentence level, it's absolutely fantastic, and the plot hit correctly for them, and the emotional beats hit correctly. This is great. I genuinely mean that it's great. I'm done with this book. I was just telling my friend on my writing group, when I finish In Dying Starlight, it's probably gonna hit me so much harder emotionally than being done with Project Fae, and that, like, when Project Fae is done, I don't really think I'll feel bad about it. Or not bad, but like, there's the, like, you're really satisfied that it's done, but there's this sense of, you know, you spent 2 years in the heads of these characters, and no, you won't ever again? Well, this is, different. I have another video to film. I'm gonna stop. This vlog's probably gonna go until until I've actually hit send on the book to my editor, because then I will be done. Why is writing so complicated? No, I'm happy I'm going to publish it. This is the first novel I've written in years. I sort of wrote it as just a combination of all the things that I like in fantasy and books. It's turned into the best thing I've written to date. That's a lot, I guess. Talk about going and buying ice cream later today. Alright. This clip is like 15 minutes long, and half of it is me staring at the ground. I'm fine. Really, I'm just... If you're a writer, you're watching this, you know, right? It's my little book. It's my first novel I've finished since I was 16. Okay. Are you being cute? Say hello. Hello. Oh my goodness. Look at that psycho face. What about Alice? It's okay. I know you want food. I know. You get really loud when you want food. Rosie does. Okay, everybody ignore the last clip. I'm fine letting go of a book you've been working on for 2 years, and I think the fact that it's my first real novel that I've completed in a long time and that I'm proud of, that's hard to let go of and difficult, so I'm fine. On May 31st, I finished up editing out filler words and like unnecessary ly adjectives and adverbs and stuff like that, which is its own circle of hell, by the way, and sent it off to my editor. So it is out of my hands. Yeah, it's out of my hands. I went and got ice cream. Everything's fine. I had a whole other vlog planned out before this that I was going to talk more about Project Fae, because there is a Kickstarter coming very soon, and by very soon, I mean next week. And I had this whole vlog planned out, and I was going to talk about it and talk about the behind the scenes, and then every technology problem I could possibly have happened. So to summarize what was going on in that vlog, I'm not going to reveal the cover for Project Fae yet, but I am going to tell you guys the title, and that is Under the Earth, Over the Sky. I am nearing the end of setting the Kickstarter up for it. It's going to launch next Tuesday, which is the 7th, and yeah, that is all kinds of excitable stress. So the next video you guys will see on this channel will not only be a cover reveal, but I will let you guys know what the blurb is, and it will be a Kickstarter announcement, basically. And there will be a setting up my Kickstarter vlog from now until after the Kickstarter has started. Hopefully there are no more technology issues that make me want to cry. The end to this vlog feels chaotic and slightly weird, but I don't know what else I expected. I finished my book, it's off with my editor, and I've got that nice, nervous, stressed, excited vibe because I'm basically doing a pre-sale launch next week. On the other hand, I am so excited to show you the cover. I'm so excited you have not. The cover tried to kill me and it looks so good. I'm so proud. I'm gonna stop this video before I keep rambling on. It's already been 5 minutes and I feel like I've said nothing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, giving it a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button really helps out my tiny little channel. You can read my short story collection, All the Wood She Watches Over. It's available in paperback and on Kindle Unlimited. You can also read my free ongoing web novel, about a cyborg bounty hunter and his talking badger companion who take on a very terrible job and chaos ensues. And I will see you guys next week with the cover reveal and the Kickstarter announcement. I'm so excited. I don't know what to do with myself. Okay, bye!